Hello and welcome to another game on the Bearfoot Miniatures channel. And I'm joined by
Craig.
And we're going to be playing 30k at the, do you know what, at an interesting points level?
Yeah.
1,500 points. Yeah. And that is actually because we played in the Warhammer Fest doubles this weekend.
Yep. And
we both took 1,500 points as a doubles list, like between us.
Between 15
Yeah. And it meant that when you were selecting your list, you had to make interesting choices of what to leave out.
Yep.
You don't just get, how many of my toys do I get? It's, right, I need these certain things in my list, and what do I exclude?
And you're making those tough choices because you've still got to bring the standard, I need something to score.
Yeah, exactly. And he's like, do I make that a useful scoring unit, or do I take up more of my points with a not useful scoring unit? So I actually really like the points level. Yeah.
We'll see how it goes. I think the worrying thing is...
You're worrying about it, are you?
I'm worried about reactions.
Having a greater impact in the game?
Yeah.
But have you got, how many last cannon squads have you got?
None.
And I've got none. So it's not going to have an overwhelmingly horrendous thing in the game.
Yeah, we'll see.
Would be my, well, when you use your advanced reaction to charge me in my shooting phase, I might throw it.
Yeah.
However, we'll get to that when it comes. So do you want to go over your army list first, or do you want me to go over mine?
I'll go over mine first if you want.
Okay, so what are you playing today?
So I'm bringing some Blood Angels. I brought those along to Warhammer Fest with my Alpha Legion to kill them. And now I'm really interested in going to try and see if I can win with them. So we've got a Chaplain Consul. He's got an Inferno Pistol, a Jump Pack, and a Thunderhammer, which looks an awful lot like a Crozius.
A Thunder Crozius.
A Thunder Crozius.
The well-known Thunder Crozius.
Yep. Two identical assault squads. They're all 20 man. They've got sergeants with power lances, 2 power swords, 2 power axes, and they've both got an apothecary in them, all jump packs.
Okay. What has the apothecary got?
One of them's got one's got a chainsword, one's got a power sword, dagger.
Power
and that's them.
Oh, they've not got artificer armor.
Oh, sorry, yeah, artificer armor on the sergeants and the apothecaries.
See, here we go.
Yeah, here we go. They're surviving. We've got a 3-man squad of jet bikes with multi-meltas. No artificer armor on those. We've got a Contempted Dreadnought, Gravis Power Fist with a melta gun in it.
Okay.
Gravis melta cannon and Havoc launcher.
Classic combination. Yeah.
No jetpack because couldn't afford that. And then we've got a 5-man squad of Dawnbreakers, and they've got another apothecary with them. He's got power sword, artificer armor in there as well.
And have you got spears on the Dawnbreakers, or have you got sunset blades?
We've gone with spears because that's what they're modelled with.
Okay. Well, I actually prefer that as a modelling option. Oh, sorry, as a gaming option, because they get that reach 1.
Yeah.
It like striking before.
Striking before, and then you've got the possibility of a rend on there as well, I think.
Well, I think it's the same rend value, you just lose an attack as the sunset blades. So do you want to take his back, or do you want to just rend me before I...
Let's try.
Yeah, well, we'll see.
First time playing them, let's see how they go.
So you've not actually got a right of war with that, just...
No, no Praetor, so no right of war.
Okay.
And the Warlord trait is the Incarmine Paladin, so that's the one where he's fear 1 to start with. And every time he wins a combat, he goes up a fear level up to 4.
Right, okay, so just stop him from winning a combat, is what you're saying. So facing off against that, I've got my Iron Warriors list that essentially, like, it's a refinement of what I took to Adepticon. So everyone can just sort of like view that a little bit. And it's also a refinement of what we played in the doubles.
Yep.
Slightly.
So
I've got a Warsmith with a Thunder Spear, which is mastercrafted. I'm running Hammer of Olympia in this, so my Bolter Marines, or my Shrapnel Bolter Marines, rerolling 1s to hit and Confurian move. It also, I suppose, means I'm rerolling my 1s on my Shrapnel Cannons as well.
Yep.
I've then got 2 squads of 10 Tactical Marines with Augury Scanner in the squad, 9 Shrapnel Bolters, and a Sergeant with Artificer Armor, Graviton Mace, and a Shrapnel Pistol.
Yeah.
So this is the refinement. Like, Craig informed me, or pointed out, that it's actually pinning per weapon, not pinning for the overall shooting attack. So having a shrapnel pistol will mean I've got the potential of forcing that extra pinning check.
If you can win with a pistol.
Yeah, but it's worth
a try.
Yeah, I lose like 2 shots So I've only got 8 shots rather than 30.
But we can agree if one person gets pinned with a pistol shot, it's a success.
Yeah, exactly. Well, exactly. I think it's worth doing, even if this game doesn't show it. They're in rhinos with pintle-mounted shrapnel bolters and pintle-mounted heavy bolters, which are upgraded to shrapnel cannons. So that's 2 chances of pinning on them as well.
Yep.
I've got a squad of tactical support marines. Oh, and they've got an augury scanner. A squad of tactical support marines with plasma guns, augury scanner, sergeant with artificer, in a rhino with pintle shrapnel bolter and pintle shrapnel cannon. Now, Craig's heard this before because he's now bored of it, I suppose. I've then got 3 apothecaries, completely standard, except one of them has a shrapnel pistol, and that's just based on how many points that I've got. So one of the squads will have an extra chance of pinning. I've got a Castaferum Dreadnought with dual las for rocking about shooting people with las cannons. A squad of 8 Seekers with 3 combi melter and an augury scanner, artificer on the sergeant. Their marked for death is going to be your chaplain.
Yep.
Excellent. They're in a rhino with pintle shrapnel bolter, pintle heavy bolter shrapnel cannon. And then I've got a predator with 2 sponson mounted las cannons.
Yeah. Let's see how this goes. And I don't like those Seekers.
No, you don't. And do you know what? I've loved playing them. They hop out, fry someone, or even if they don't, like, they're really annoying. Jump back in their rhino and fuck off.
Yeah.
Because you can now jump back in on the reaction, so it's actually really nice interplay.
We're going to try
that squad function.
Going to try and stop you doing that.
You might do. You can try. So my reaction this game is going to be, on my extra reaction, will be in the assault phase, because I'm going to take the generic warlord trait that gives me an extra one in the assault phase.
And I've got an extra one in the assault phase as well, because the Blood Angels warlord traits aren't that great for that. They're all assault, really, if you're a loyalist.
Yeah. Oh, boo-hoo, Crimea, really.
Yeah, okay.
Right. So with that, we're going to be playing the Goonhammer mission pack, where we play 6... Oh, it's the endurance mission, where you have 6 objectives in no man's land in the table. If one objective is controlled across the entire board, is it at the end of the full turn?
In the full turn.
Yeah. If one objective is controlled and there are uncontrolled objectives on the board, one player, like selected by dice roll, can select an objective to disappear, and then another objective becomes worth additional points equal to the value of the disappearing objective.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. I think that is
we'll figure it out.
Saying that? Yeah.
Probably not accurately.
Right. Okay. And then you score at the start of your turn, and the player that goes second will score at the end of the last turn.
Yep, and not on the first turn. So no infiltrating or scouting onto the objective.
Yeah. Awesome. I think that's
it.
That's all the info.
Yeah.
Except for the YouTubey things. So if you like watching the game, don't forget to comment below what you like, what you didn't like, and subscribe to the channel. All of that will let me know that you like these sort of games, and I'll make more of them, and also let Craig know that he's more welcome on the channel.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you really like it, there is a link below where you can go through to the Patreon.
Ad-free videos.
With ad-free videos, as well as access to the Discord and a bounty tray. And with that, we'll get into the game.
Let's do it.
So we have our armies deployed. And Craig, you said you were going to seize.
I'm going to seize.
Okay, go on then.
Because I don't like those Seekers.
Give it an attempt. Nope, anti-seize on a 1. And we'll get into the game, Craig.
Okay.
So just before we do actually jump in, what we've said is all the stands with trees, line of sight blocking.
Yep.
And that's just because I'm fed up with playing in a city. So we needed a bit more line of sight blocking than the 2 that will be the 3 that will be on the table. And into I'm worried.
Should we talk about the fields? We're going to count them as craters.
Oh, right. Craters.
So if you get pinned, you get a 4-up save because they're literally taking cover in the field.
Yes, because cover usually can't be seen.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's, what is it, a 6-up normally?
6-up normally.
And not difficult?
Not difficult, yeah.
Cool. Well, I'm glad. I've just been saying they're open, but I'm glad there's now something we can actually apply to them.
Yeah.
So, yeah. I'm Warriors turn 1, and I'm immediately... Craig, do you want to guess what I'm going to do here?
I'm going to try to put a combi melter into that chaplain's face.
You guessed right.
Yeah.
You guessed right. However did you guess? So the Rhino is going to move up 7, swivel. Yeah, because it doesn't matter which way I swivel. You've got jet bikes and a dreadnought either side. And I'm going to get out my 5 to be an inch away. And we'll come. Okay, so the veterans, the Seeker Squad has got out. My mark for death is Craig's chaplain I don't know whether we said that on camera or not.
Yeah, we did, yeah.
Okay. And do you want to just go through the...
So my chaplain is about 6 inches away from the combi melter. So even if I take a movement reaction, I'll only end up 10 inches away, which is still in range. I don't care about anyone else, but obviously the chaplain.
We both know who I'm targeting here.
Yeah.
And what I will say, before I get on with the rest of my movement phase, this is payback for what you did to me with those headhunters. So I don't even feel bad about this. So I'm going to move my Predator, it's 7 inches to the side, and just line up the Dreadnought with my dual las cannons.
Yep.
My Dreadnought is going to move 6 inches to the side and line up the Dreadnought. Now, I've got a choice here with the tactical squads, really. I'm not going to get into meaningful range with anything, I don't think, with my plasmas. So the tactical squads, do I get out onto the objectives now? Or do I let Craig come forward a bit and I shoot him one time before I bail onto the objectives? So after some swift measuring with my tape measure, I've decided that my Rhino is going to move up 7, and I'm actually going to disembark onto this objective with my tactical squad. And that is basically because I won't actually be within meaningful range of anything. Like I will be of that squad there, but if they're still doing that, like if they come and get my tactical squad, my Seeker squad are going to be pretty happy about that. My plasma squad is going to move and get out and be within 24 of the assault squad on Craig's left, my right. And my tactical squad on this left-hand side of the field is going to get out onto that objective. So my movement has ended. I've been careful to keep my squads within reaction distance so I can withdraw back into my rhinos for whichever Craig most worries me with. So I'm going to find my plasmas at Craig's squad on the far right. Because we rolled for night fighting, Craig wanted night fighting, so it is night fighting because we got the 2+. I rolled to hit, and I get 2 overheats. Oh, and only 1 hit. Losers. Absolute losers. Look at the joy on his face. Look at the joy.
It's good to get those ones out before you fire the combi melter.
I do get a rend on Craig's squad, so he gets to feel no pain.
Yeah.
Unless you want to take a 6 up like obscured for a guy that's along the edge of the building.
I just think you feel no pain. He's fine.
And my 2 gets hot. Who is it on? On a 1, it will be on the sergeant. So 1's on the sergeant, 1's on a mook. On the sergeant, feel no pain. The sergeant's dead. And then on a mook, loves it. Why did I bother paying for the artificer armor? So the Iron Warrior is doing a great job of killing more of themselves than Craig's.
That's what we want.
I'm going to get some payback now, though. So I'm going to fire the combi melters into Craig's chaplain, essentially. I'm going to say, I'm not going to declare it on the squad, onto the chaplain specifically.
I'm going to, well, you've got to roll a 4 up to get that.
I do.
But I'm also going to do my Bloody Joe special reaction, so I'll get a 5 up shroud, and then I'll charge you afterwards, hopefully.
Yeah.
Well, not hopefully, because you're 1 inches away.
Oh, do you know what I should have done? I should have fired all of my pinning weapons.
Yes, you should have.
Before. Yeah.
But you can't see that many, baby.
What's that?
You can't see that many anyway.
I only need to kill 1 to get pinning off. So let's go with the combi melters first.
No hits. Oh no, they hit on 2
hits.
because
2 hits, but no precisions. 1's annihilated.
Oh, they get the 5 up shroud.
Oh, they do.
No. So 1 is annihilated.
Yes, I've got the bolter parts of those weapons. I've got 4 precision shots. And they wound once.
On the chaplain, yeah?
Yeah, of course.
Oh, he takes a wound.
You got
Oh,
shrouded.
no, I've got my shrouded. Or my field of pain. Nope, the chaplain takes a wound.
Okay. And I've got 5. What are they called? Kraken bolters. Kraken bolters. I precision shot 4 times. I only do 1 rend, but I do 1 wound as well. Start with the rend on your chaplain, please.
Start with the rend. Okay, so 5 up, 5 up. He's fine.
And then the 1.
So 2 up, 5 up.
2 up, failed. 5 up. He's so happy until you got that 1. Now, payback for the hedge hunters has been achieved. So that isn't a test for anything, but go on, make your charge, Craig.
Yeah, let's see how much I can...
You need a nothing.
Well, I'm wondering if I want to declare to charge the rhino as well.
Right, so making a charge declared... Do you want to explain this?
So it says in the rules that I can make a normal charge with the target being the shooting unit.
Yes.
But it doesn't say whether that has to be the only target.
Yes.
So we're going to try to target the rhino. What that means is I've got to roll. If I don't roll, I still get in because I've got enough distance to get into the first unit.
Like primary target.
But I will always. This is always going to be a disordered assault.
Okay.
So it's 7 plus 2. Oh no, they haven't turned the jump packs on.
No.
So it's 7 plus
nothing.
Nothing.
-2 for going through terrain.
Only if I go through it. So
can you get through it without?
No, I'm not getting the rhino.
Excellent. So
I've just cut my attacks in quite a lot.
Yeah, but I think that Seeker Squad's more worried than you about cutting those attacks. While you get on with doing that, I'm going to attempt to do something not stupid, like by firing my pinning weapons second. So I'm going to start with my Dreadnought into your Dreadnought. So with that, I'm actually out of range now that that squad has made the charge. Everything else is out of 24. And I'd realised that I forgot to put a searchlight on my tank and my Dreadnought.
Oh.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah. So into the assault phase.
Yep. So we'll pile in.
Yes. 3 inches.
Lots and lots and lots of piling in.
And how many Hammer of Wraths did you get before that piling in?
1, 2, 3, 3,
5,
4, 5, 6.
6. Cool. So that's 6 Hammer of Wrath at initiative 10 that will wound me on 3s.
That's 5.
5. 5 saves. 2 dead. And that will be surprisingly for everyone.
The combi melters.
The combi melters that have already fired their melters. For the initiative 10s, what have you got, Craig?
So we're going to initiative 5s for the sergeant with his power lance.
Cool.
So he's got 2 attacks plus 1 for 2 combat weapons because I'm disordered.
Yes. Yes.
So hitting twice on 4s.
Yeah.
And it's strength plus 1, so I'm winning on 2s.
Ooh. Ooh. Haha.
So it's the 1, and that's AP3.
I'll take that. My sergeant's 2 up. Loves it. Loves it.
We've got...
That was just to spite you.
That's fair enough. Spite's what we've got.
It gets me through the day.
So I've got 2 power swords.
Yeah. Well, have you got axes in there?
I've got the 2 axes as well, yeah. So they're going to last.
Yeah. Oh, right. Yeah. Do your swords. I'll do my attacks, and then you do your axes,
and then I'll let you play with the chainswords.
Yeah. Well, we'll see. Yeah, we'll see if the chainswords are needed at the
end. And the apothecary has 2 attacks, standard, 2 combat weapons. And he's got a power sword as well.
Okay. Right. So 4s to hit. Followed by 3s because you are strength user.
Yep, and 6s are ending.
Yeah.
So 2 rends.
Obviously on moot.
3 wounds.
So sergeant first. Oh, he's dead. And another moot dies. So that is a total of 2 dead. So 2 plus the 2.
Yep.
Obviously. So sergeant 2 plus the 2 leaves me with 1 dude.
They're all striking though.
Yes. So I've got 5, 6 total attacks. So hitting on 4s, 1. Wounding on 4s, nothing. And then your power axes.
Yeah. So there's 3 attacks from each of the power axes.
Yeah.
4s.
2s. Yeah, they're dead.
They're dead.
Yeah, funny that. But actually, really importantly, was that popped out of rage, that reaction? Or was that popped out of...
That was popped out of, I really wanted the 5-up shroud.
Right, okay. Okay. So yeah, it's a result. It's my Seeker Squad gone, which I didn't really like. But it's not too bad. Because actually, that reaction is now gone and I've got free reign in the shooting phase. So Blood Angel's turn 1, Craig.
Yep. So I am actually within range of that objective, but we're not scoring on turn 1. So I'm going to have to...
You just wanted to point it out.
Just in case anyone asks, there's no scoring on turn 1.
Right, cool.
Right. I'm not 100% happy about the plasmas, but I don't think I can actually do anything about them this turn.
So it'll be like an 11-inch charge.
Yeah.
So I was just in. It's like the base width into 24.
Yeah.
I made sure of it.
Yeah, I'm not going to try that, but what I'm going to do is make sure to save my bikes. So they're going to go 20 with a run round to the back.
Okay, interesting.
For next turn. So they're taking the run so that they'll get a shroud if someone like a predator does turn around to try to target them.
Okay. Interesting. Your assault squad.
My assault squad are going to move.
Are they activating jump packs?
Maybe not.
Oh, maybe not. Unorthodox.
7. Yeah, I'm not getting out of your range. But I am going to... Yeah, I'm just going to walk up onto this objective.
Okay. Just playing the tactical play with the line units.
Yeah, the problem with the 1500 point is you can't really bring that much line.
Yeah, well, we were just saying this before, a bit before we started recording. It seems like troops need to all be line, like how Heresy 1 was. Like, Craig didn't actually play Heresy 1, but the more scoring across Heresy 1, I think, was actually quite nice. It gave infantry units much more of a place.
Yeah, just if like not heavy support, but like your
like
specific sloggers.
Ones. Yeah. Heavy sport don't need that extra boost, do they?
No.
In this. Well, I sort of don't see why they don't get it, because why are they any worse at holding an objective? But game-wise.
Yeah.
So yeah, over to the Dreadnought. What's the Dreadnought doing?
So this is not difficult terrain.
No, that's just a hillock.
So we are going to activate our jump packs here.
Yes.
And perform what is technically known as a conga maneuver.
Right, okay. Now I've got the choice here as Craig moves this unit. And my plan is to be as annoying as possible, move back into the Rhino. But do I just let him charge me and hope for the pin while it's nighttime? Which really now interests me now that he's lost his chaplain. And he'll be leadership 7 because of nighttime. Yeah, I'm going to attempt that. What I'm going to do is try and minimize his attacks by splitting his squad more. And I'm going to move my tank that way.
Okay.
To just try and make him conga a bit more. So yeah.
Yeah.
Onto the Contemptor.
So slight change of plan there then. And I'll do it there. To bring me to within melter range.
Okay. Yeah.
And then
the Dawnbreakers finally.
Dawnbreakers are going to not jump in front of...
jump in front of the double las.
Yeah,
box.
They're not going to do that. So they're going to jump and perform a run to get behind this cover.
Okay.
And that's movement.
Right. Yeah. So into shooting. Anything you want to shoot, Craig?
I'll grab a multi-melter at your Rhino.
Right. So I've got one shooting phase reaction. It's in melter range. There's nothing really else Craig is going to want to shoot at unless I pop this reaction. And as soon as I pop it, the bolt pistols are going to go into my tactical squad.
Exactly.
Yeah. So I'm not going to, even though what Craig is next going to do is not fire anything else.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah.
I'm glad we can agree on that.
Right. So go on. So you're hitting on threes.
I hit on threes. 2 hits.
Of course.
So
in melter range, both all separate.
That's a pen.
So nonchalant.
That's a pen. And the 2 pens do an explosion.
And how far does it explode?
Well, enough to get at least one of them, I imagine.
5. Yes. Yeah. That's how much I didn't like that one guy.
So that apothecary is in.
Yeah.
And this cost, so 8.
7, 8 total. I'm going to roll to wound these, Craig. You're going to have no choice in this. 2s. 7 of them. 7. Do you want to start tanking on the sergeant?
Well, I can't, actually, because
he's not in range.
He's not in range. I could tank on the apothecary, who's got an artificer.
Please do.
But
Please
I'm
do.
not gonna. Oh, that was a bad choice. So 5.
Oh, well done, Rhino. Even in death, he still serves.
Just enough to leave the power weapon.
Oh. So that is my Rhino gone. And yeah, I imagine no more shooting from you, Craig.
No more shooting.
Funny that. Who didn't see that coming? And over to the assault phase.
So they activated the jump packs.
Yes.
So they're going to do another multi-charge.
Into what?
So their primary target will be these tacticals.
Yes.
And their secondary target will be the plasmas.
Okay, so I'm going to overwatch with both of those.
Yep.
Because I've got 2 assault phase reactions. Now, just before we go through that, remember this, this is more for the viewers at home.
Yep.
I imagine you'll have remembered it. This is line of sight blocking, so there won't be a charge coming from over there, which is why I'm not saving a reaction to try and do something there. And yeah, Overwatch. So with the multi-charge, I'm going to shoot my plasmas and they're going to rapid fire into the Blood Angel squad. I'm going to take out the 2 dice because the sergeant's dead that I forgot about. And they're going to get hot 5 times. 5, Craig. Look how happy he is.
Well, after this is a horrible mistake I've made, forgetting that you had 2 assault phase reactions. So yeah, if it turns out that bites him, that'll be great.
I've got hot as many times as I've hit. So the hits, wound twice and rend or breach 3 times.
So
do you want to? Yeah, you roll the saves on that. Then
2 in the mix. 1 dead. Oh no, 1 feel no pain.
Yeah,
it's fine.
And then the 3 breaches.
So they're just on the feel no pains. Nope.
That's 3 dead. Next, my gets hot, and I'm going to randomize these.
Yep.
Oh, let's randomize the dead. So the armor, it's all gravy.
Fine.
All gravy. Next, I'm going to fire the Apothecary Shrapnel Pistol that hits, doesn't wound, and my tactical squad. So the sergeant shrapnel pistol, hits, wounds. Oh, go on. I so hope you fail this.
2 up on the sergeant.
Fine. It's fine. Right. And next, the 9 Fury Legioning shrapnel bolters. So the shrapnel bolters, hitting on 4s because it's night time.
It's not bad.
And I re-roll the 1s. So that's 4 1s that I've got. And, 5 1s.
There's a 3 in there as well.
Yeah. 4 misses. All coming up max now. So the bolter, I don't know why I rolled the bolter wounds.
Yeah.
But also I rolled these 1s out of the tray. So that's 2 more hits that failed to wound. So I got 2, 6, 9 wounds total. This is where he tanks 9 on the sergeant. You can see the cogs whirring in his head. How does he want to appear? Look at that. Look at that face. He's going to tank on the sergeant. I can see this coming.
I did 19 at Warhammer Fest on 1 chaplain.
Well, let's see. You didn't get many on your chaplain this morning.
No, I didn't.
So,
let's try.
On the sergeant is this?
2, yeah.
2, 7 to go. 6 to go. He gets the 1. He's got a 5 up, feel no pain.
No.
The sergeant's dead, and that's a pinning check.
And 3 more.
Yes. On the apothecary?
No.
1 with a feel no pain.
Nope.
He's dead. He's a mook, but we're not really asked about him, I don't think. And that's a pinning check with night fighting.
7.
Oh no. So.
Are you saying no because you think I'm pinned?
Because you get in. I'm saying no.
Okay, that's right.
My big plans came to naught.
So
yeah.
We going for the charge?
Yeah.
You're totally done, yeah?
Yeah, don't worry.
So it is disordered.
And he gets
5-inch charge.
It is.
So I don't think I'm going to make the plasmas.
No, he just nicely added to their Overwatch, I think.
So you'll go
closest to closest, yeah.
And yeah, he won't make it, so he's not going there.
That's bad for me, actually. I really want my Thunder Spear in that combat. I mean, I could really do with it right now. What I am going to do is see how brave you are with your apothecary.
And he's got to run behind.
I'm going to declare a challenge with my sergeant. He's got a graviton mace. It's AP3. But are you going to potentially sacrifice your apothecary?
Yeah. Take your sergeant out, though. I've got a power sword.
I've got artificer armor.
Oh, God.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, I've got artificer armor in the apothecary as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, why not?
Okay, let's do that. So you get your Hammer of Wrath, so that's 4 of them, into my Brave Tacticals. So wounded on 3s, because you're a Blood Angel.
Yep, all of them.
So that's 4, 3 ups, with a Feel No Pain. 1 dies. So there's 1 to Craig.
Okay.
Now it's simultaneous.
Yeah, except from the axes.
Yes.
So we do the apothecary first.
Yeah, if you want to start with it. Start with the money shot.
3 on him.
So that's on my sergeant, hitting on 4s. 4. 3 hits.
Winning on 3s. 6s are rending. What does it?
No rends, 2 wounds. So 2 ups. With a Feel No Pain. He dies. But I get my Graviton Mace attacked back. So this doesn't rend. Only 2 hits. I'll wound on 4s. 1 wound.
2 up.
Oh yes!
5. Oh, he's fine.
No. The apothecary lives. It is weird now how apothecaries are better fighter than sergeant. Not just in this case, but
every case.
Yeah, they've got just as many attacks now, haven't they? So, on to the mooks.
Well, we'll start with the power swords. There's only 1 that's in range.
Yes.
All hit.
Yeah.
3s to wound and 6s are rending. So 2.
2, 5 up, feel no pains, 2 dead. God, this apothecary in this squad's useless. There's 4 total dead.
And then we pile in, but 1, 2, 3, 4, just the 4 chainswords.
Okay. So 8 total attacks. Because you were disordered.
Yeah, thank you.
Haha. Called them out cheating, viewers.
No, actually, I think I might have cheated with the power weapons.
We're past it now. I'll just forever go down as having the moral victory in this game.
Yeah, well, you're probably going to have the actual victory in this game as well.
Go on.
Okay,
let's go for 4s. Oh,
really missed that chaplain.
I bet you do. And then 3s.
Yep.
It's 1 wound, 1 3 up. He's fine. So I've got striking back. 2 that have died. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I don't know why I had to count that. Only the sergeant had died before this round. And then I've got the apothecary separately because he's got a chainsword. So I hit on 4s and hit 4 times. Slightly better than Craig's, but we both can't hit a barn door. And that's 4 wounds.
Let's take the 1. And I feel no pain.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Your apothecary is really good. So then I've got my apothecary that hits once and wounds on 4s with a chainsword. He wounds once.
And apothecary again. Nope.
It turns out my apothecary is just too much of a fighter. He's busy doing the wrong thing. Do your job, damn it.
And then the 4 attacks from the power axis.
Yes.
2.
2 hits and 2s to wound. 2.
A. B.
Nothing, 2 dead. See this apothecary, man? He's just far too busy striking mooks down. So I've lost the combat by 5. So I'm on leadership 3. And I run. And I run 3.
Nope.
Oh, I get away. And I get away. 11. 11. These guys know what's up. So I get away all the way to here. And that will leave Craig to consolidate, yeah. So going into Iron Warriors turn 2, Craig, is it still night fighting?
Let's find out.
No. The sun dawns. And let's try and rally these tactical squad. They do.
Yep.
Because it's not night fighting. Well, they rally anyway, I suppose. So they regroup their initiative and... Oh, they can't. Do they immediately move their initiative?
Yes, but they're still snap shooting.
Yeah, well, so my sort of thought was to get them back in the Rhino. Just to give them mobility next turn, because they know it's not like they're going to be charging anyway. So they'll...
You won't get the back one into the Rhino.
No, exactly. So it was whether, if I didn't have to immediately move them, I could have sort of moved the Rhino to like split it all the way and then moved the squad to get them in. My Predator has decided that
it doesn't like the look of that.
No, these multi-melters coming around the corner might be bad for its health. So it's going to move 12, 14 and turn round. And I'm going to only be firing like 2 weapons that aren't snap shooting, but do you know what 2 weapons is better than? No weapons next turn. So at the very start of the turn, we're on objectives and there are uncontrolled objectives. So Craig, let's roll off to see who gets to choose one to be removed. You could get a 6 though.
Yes!
Oh, good! Let me make this decision for you. I'm going to guess that you're going to remove this one.
Yep.
And place the additional points there.
Yeah, I think that makes sense. And it also means that I can switch my tactics to come and get me.
Yes. Yeah, 100%. Well, sort of. I do score this objective on the left. So that's 1 to me at this point. And hopefully I'll be able to pin that squad to make them not score in this turn. So my plasmas are... They're all within 12. I'm not going to move because I don't want Craig to use a reaction there. Weirdly. My Dreadnought is going to stomp forwards, quite happy in the knowledge that he could probably blast away at pretty much anything. Do you know what? No, it's not. It's going to move 6 this way to try and get rid of this Blood Angel squad on the objective. Because then I can go back to scoring that in my next turn. And also mean that Craig can't take it away from me if he wins the next roll-off. With that, I'm going to get into the shooting phase.
Yep.
Yeah. So, I'm going to start by shooting my Dreadnought into your tactical squad. Any reaction, Craig?
No.
No. So, I hit on 2s. 2s to wound, and then there'll be a 6-up save for those obscured by woods.
Nope.
So 4 die. Yes. I'm next going to fire my bolter squad that moved back up into position at the same target. So that's 12 shots from Fury of Olympia. That I hit on 3s now because it's not nighttime.
6s because they're...
Oh, because they snap shooting, aren't they? So that's 1 hit. Rerolling that 1. Oh, yeah, 6s. Oh, it wounds. So does he tank on the 2?
On the apothecary.
He's fine.
It's okay.
I'm going to fire my Rhino here into something that's in range because I just realised I didn't measure range. So I'm going to fire my Rhino on the left into the small squad. The shrapnel cannon is going to fire 4 shots. It hits on 3s. Thanks, Hammer of Olympia, for rerolling those 1s. It wounds twice. And then I've got a combi bolter.
Okay, so we'll 2 up.
Starting on the chaplain, yeah. Sorry, on the apothecary.
It's fine.
And then the combi bolter hits twice because of combi and wounds once.
2 up. It's fine. They're taking a lead.
You're just going to force me to use these plasma, aren't you? Next, I'm going to fire my other Rhino. It's going to fire its shrapnel cannon into the squad on the objective. And because the shrapnel bolter is the defensive weapon, it's going to choose to fire at the nearest infantry squad to the tank.
So the cannon's going at the big squad?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. So the cannon, and that's because basically the shrapnel bolter is out of range. So might as well go into something useful. The cannon, rerolls 1s. Thanks, Hammer of Olympia. How the tables turn so quickly. And that's 2 wounds.
So we'll tank on the sergeant here.
Okay.
In the tray.
1 wound. 2. Oh! In the 5-up.
No.
Oh, and that's a pinning check.
Luckily it's light, so 8. Fine.
No. And then the shrapnel bolter into the squad on the central objective. That's combi. 2 hits. Oh, no wounds. Terrible. Now, I'm just gonna have to blow away that squad on the central objective. I can't chance him failing a test there. He's got to just not be seeing this after this turn. So that's 12 shots from the plasmas into this squad in the middle. I've got 2 overheats and a lot more hits this time. Apparently, losing the sergeant really motivated them. So I wound 4 times and I've got 3 rends.
Okay, so this is into the squad here.
Yes.
So we're going to go on the 3-ups.
Right, okay.
So 1 with a fuel no pain. It's fine. And then the last one on the normal person. It's fine. And then the rends.
Yes, so 3 rends, I think.
So 3 rends.
Yeah. Well, it was 4 and 3. I can't remember which way around.
Just the fuel no pains on the... We'll do a... we'll do a fuel no pain on the sergeant. Oh, the apothecary, sorry.
On the apothecary film.
Yeah, the apothecary dies. If the 3 die, then the apothecary disappears. Per the apothecary rules. If the apothecary...
Does he?
He dies instantly if his unit's wiped out.
No.
Yeah.
We're going off camera. It's true. It's true. Like, mental.
So,
3.
the 3 Wrens will...
Well, it's all the same time. You might as well roll the 3.
Yeah, so one of them will go in the apothecary.
Okay.
So 1 survives. So that'll save 1, but 2 die. So I guess, actually, I can keep my apothecary if I want. Yeah.
Okay. Go on. I'm not bothered.
Yeah, let's do that.
I'm going to fire my shrapnel pistol from my apothecary. It misses. I've got 2 overheats.
Yep.
It like randomise after.
Yeah, one
wound. You feel pain, and there's only 1 can die.
Yep.
So he's dead. So you leadership 8 now. You might just do the smart play. I think for Craig would just be doing literally nothing with that squad in his turn, which would then mean I have to remove it, and it's contesting that objective.
Well, if I pass this leadership test, I'm actually going to score that objective in my turn.
You're not, because I'm denying it.
You can't. Oh, you're not running away anymore, are you? No. Okay.
Yeah. So then you would surely just choose to do literally nothing.
Yeah.
So I can't do any reactions. My Predator's going to have to chance it, and it's going to do its autocannon, which you can fire. It moved 12, so I can fire 1 weapon, right?
Yep.
It's going to do its las cannon into your jet bikes, autocannon into the jet bikes, and a las cannon
into that squad.
Oh, no.
And kill the apothecary.
I'm going to snapfire both las cannons into... Oh, no, I can't do that. Right, so what... Because I can fire the main target and then 1 sponson, can't I?
Yeah. Defensive.
What I'm going to do is I'm going to fire... Jesus. I'm going to fire the autocannon as primary into the squad. The las cannon is going to snapfire into the squad. And because my las cannon on the right-hand side can't see, it's going to go into the jet bikes.
Okay.
So the snapfiring las cannon into the jet bikes. Oh, it hits some wounds.
Okay, so I've got Shroud 5 up for running.
Okay.
Nope.
So it's dead?
It's dead. You can only kill 1 and it's the sergeant.
Excellent. That's 33% of the squad. I'm going to fire my Predator autocannon full ballistic skill into the assault squad. So that's 3 hits, 2 wounds, and you've got your normal saves with like no rends because I rendered on 6s.
Okay, so we'll start with the 2 up.
Yes, because we start with the apothecary, as you said.
Yep.
That's fine. 1 more. Oh, feel no pain.
Nope, he felt pain.
He felt pain, and there's 1 left. Snapfiring las cannon that I might not actually be able to see. Let's give it a squat, and I definitely can't see because it's on the sponson.
Yeah.
So
leadership test.
Yeah, because that is the end.
Now he's down to leadership 7 though, at least.
Yes.
So this could be a call of difference. If I roll an 8, you'll be really happy.
I will be. Oh,
sorry.
Oh no. But that's a leadership test for the jet bikes
and the
as
jet
well.
bikes, yeah.
Leadership 7. He fails. The Predator lives to fight another day.
So cavalry are the only unit that now retreat 3d6.
Excellent. So here comes the 18.
Nope. 5.
5. Okay. So we'll move back that 5. There's no charges coming from me this turn. So we'll get into Blood Angels, turn 2. So Craig, your turn 2. And this has come after about 20 minutes of measuring and us standing over the table.
Yeah.
Like we're pushing things. I might start pushing my models out with a ruler if that's how it feels.
Yeah, this is stressful because I've already thrown away 1 of my scoring units.
And you've almost taken out 1 of mine.
Almost, but
I was lucky there.
Yeah. So, as it stands right now, I've got the initiative. If you want, I'm going to score 2 to your 1 from this in turn 2.
And I'm not going to score next turn if you don't move.
And if he doesn't move, you're not going to score. If I can get you off of that objective, you're not going to score.
Yeah.
So that's the game plan. I want you off that objective, so you're scoring none next turn. I've got my 2, and I'm going to try and make it so that if you want to knock me off that objective, you're going to have to come and take it with your plasma. You're going to have to put your plasma somewhere.
Because I can't rely on just like winning that 50% roll off to get that objective. 50% of the time, that's going to flip to you.
So we're going to do something interesting. We're going to see what happens with the jet bikes. We're going to put the assault marines into a defensive position where hopefully they can keep the objective, but the plasma gunners are going to have to do something.
Yeah.
And we'll see where we go.
Go on, let's see if they rally.
Let's see if they rally jet bikes.
Yeah, they do. They do. So they can move their 16.
No, they can only. It's their initiative.
That's where the initiative comes into it. Right.
So and they're only initiative 4, so they're not going to do a lot other than take up valuable covering space for my assault marines.
So with the regroup of the jet bikes, they are here for other turns to put pressure. Basically on my Predator, I think he's going to come down to.
No, I don't know what I'm going to do about the Predator because he's, well...
Run a Dreadnought at him?
Maybe, but for the Predator, I really want to get into melter range because I don't want to rely on getting enough pens to pop you.
Yeah.
But I've not got the movement to do that. So, again, we might see if we can force you to play a little bit. So, I'm going to move to basically he's going to move up there, and everyone else is going to just amble round basically because we don't want.
You don't want any shots going on to you, basically.
Yeah.
Right. So the final position of the assault unit is in a perfect cone in the shadow of that building, basically.
Yeah. Let's see what the plasma gunners feel like doing about that.
Yeah. So to the Dreadnought or to the Drawn Breakers?
So I'm going to move up in. So I'm going to get to about there. So I could do that and take a pot shot, or I could get into your lines with a run. So I'm probably going to be a bit aggressive with the Dreadnought and run him.
He's going to run?
Yeah. Because I need to put some pressure over here, because that Dreadnought's going to sit there and continue to make me turtle.
Yeah, do you know what? The box knot with dual las is swiftly becoming amazing every game.
Yeah, he's putting his work in.
Yeah. Potentially too good, these box dreads. So over to the Dawnbreakers.
So my Dawnbreakers will activate their jump backs, and they will jump to behind this Rhino.
Okay. So I got two options here. I can try and withdraw outside the Rhino and potentially get an Overwatch. If you charge me with both of those, but you're on a 2-up, 5-up, or I could get back inside the Rhino and just be wrecked out of it. Then I've got to take the pinning check. Do you know, like when I get out? I'm going to advance into the Rhino just to protect that squad. I think you're going to get I'm not going to pin you this turn, I imagine. And I don't really want you to remove entirely my one scoring unit over this side of the board. Like, I feel like I'm in quite a good position. 2 scoring units at the moment to your 1. So I don't want to lose it.
Yep.
So, shooting phase?
Yeah, so we're on to the shooting phase, and in this is going to be really boring for a lot of people, but there's some tactics to it. I'm not going to do anything.
Yeah.
Because you've got nothing on an objective for the next turn. And if I pop them and they get out and don't get pinned, you're going to start on that. You start your turn on that objective.
Oh, no. So you're actually going to just hide behind...
I'm going to hide behind your own tank.
Yeah.
And let you not score. And that may or may not work out for me. But we'll see. As it stands right now, I'm going to be 2 to 1 on the objectives. Box points. And you're like 1 turn behind on opportunities to score.
Yeah. So shall we... So are you got assaulting?
No.
Like with that, you're not assaulting?
No, because if I assault into you, you're gonna...
No, the logic follows. So let's roll to see which objective disappears this turn. 4. Oh.
But it's fine because you can move an objective, but it's not going to somewhere you're going to score it.
Yeah. So I'm obviously going to move this one to here.
Yep.
This turn. Still, obviously, as you say, not going to score it. But that's into Iron Warriors turn 3.
Yeah.
So my Rhino is going to flee for its life and go 7 to here, turn, and I'm going to go 7. Oh, I could get out and run onto that objective, but there's then no like, haha, I'm going to get back in the Rhino. I'm going to have to do that. I'm going to go 7, turn round, and I'm going to get out and run with my squad onto this objective all the way over here. But everyone else's stuff, my Dreadnought is going to move 6 to here and line up the Dawnbreakers to try and protect that scoring unit over near Craig's side.
You're going to... That's the furthest you can move, right?
Yeah, that's my extent.
So unless you finish you finish your move fully out of 12 inches, I am going to be able to react to that.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yep.
That's fine.
So
my squad gets out.
So we're going to react into the terrain.
Yeah.
Which is going to slow us down next turn because we can't activate our jump packs.
Well, you could do. It's just more dangerous.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sergeant doesn't want
to stand up.
He's going to stand on the edge. He's in there.
Yeah.
He's not even mine, so he's definitely not falling.
What I'm going to do, I'm going to start creating a bit of a wall with my rhinos to hide my predator behind. My predator's going to turn round towards the Dawnbreakers, because that needs to die this turn. I'm leaving myself open to this Dreadnought. Maybe that's the wrong play because it's nearby my 2
scoring
objective that I can actually take. But my Rhino's going to go to here. The squad is going to hunker down around it. And my Plasmas are going to move 7 over this way, along with my Warlord. And I should have moved this Rhino, actually, after them so they could have reacted back in, but it's too late now. And let's get into the shooting phase. So I'm going to start with my 4 bolters into you 1 Marine.
Yeah.
And I imagine you're just going to let me do it. 4, 12. So that's hitting on 3s, re-rolling the 1s. And then wounding on 4s. The most annoying single assault marine that I've ever come across. That's 6 wounds.
Go on. 3 ups. No.
He only fails 1 though. And that will start with my Rhino into... you might react back there and just blow up my Rhino. I've got to do something. I'm going to start with my Rhino over here into your Dawnbreakers.
Yep.
Yeah. So, shrapnel cannon Hits on 3s 4 times. Wounds on 3s. That's 2.
2 ups. Fine.
The Shrapnel Bolter hits twice. Wounds once.
In the box. Fine.
I'm gonna do my Predator into them. So that's the autocannon.
2 las cannons.
Well, can you fire? So I've actually left one of the las cannons out of arc anyway. By coming over this way. So it's 1 las cannon and an autocannon.
I'm gonna take the 1 las cannon and save my evade for
later.
For the 4 las cannons.
Yes. Yeah. So the 1 las cannon misses anyway.
Yay.
The 4 autocannons hit 3 times. Oh, wound twice with no rends.
2 ups. Fine.
And then I'm going to fire the 4 las cannons, as we knew was coming.
I'll evade that.
Okay. So hitting on 2s, that's 4 hits, 4 wounds.
5 up for the woods, and then 5 up.
Yeah.
No, and then 5 for the evade, yeah.
Yeah. 5s. So that's 3 go through, and then the evades.
None.
Oh. So is this where he takes the apothecary? Oh.
No, we'll leave the apothecary. But we are going to have to lose the 3 that are, or 3 of the ones that are in the woods.
Okay. And finally, it's my plasma squad. So I've got 12 shots into the Dreadnought now that they can't just immediately turn around and wipe me off the board. They're firing at him. So I get 2 gets hot and 2 misses. So that's 8 hits. I'm wounded on 3s with 4s rend because I'm an Iron Warrior.
Breach.
Yeah, 4 breach.
Yeah.
So 2 wounds, 4 breaching, and I'll have to do my 2 gets hot after you've rolled the saves.
So the 4 breaching on 5 up.
2 go through.
2. And how many wounds?
2 wounds.
So 2 ups. Fine.
Loves it. So just does 2 wounds to the Dreadnought. And my 2 gets hot. I take 1 wound. Is it feeling no pain? He feels pain. So 1 dies.
The plasma gunners are doing a really good job of making sure I don't need to shoot at them.
Yeah. Like the sergeant killing himself. And then are the other 2 that have died? Is the other one that's died killed himself?
Yeah. All your plasma gunners have killed themselves.
Okay. Good job, lads. And that is my turn. Oh, no, I'll do the 2 shrapnel cannons into you. Just cause. So 2 shrapnel cannons from the rhinos. Oh, that's a lot of hits. That's 8 hits. 2 6s. And the shrapnel bolters. Or the shrapnel bolter is a combi. Hits on a 6. No, 2 wounds.
So 2 ups. Fine.
Loves it. And that is over to Craig's turn 3.
Yeah.
3?
Yeah, turn 3.
So, a leadership test for the Dawnbreakers.
Okay. Leadership 9.
Oh no! Oh, so they run away 2d6. 9. Well, they will get well out of line of sight of anything that really can do massive damage to them. I know they're not charging me this turn. That's done me a massive favour.
Okay.
But
and in this turn, I guess we'll start off by seeing if they rally.
Yes. They do. And as well as that, Craig scores 2 points for his Assault Marine. So you're on 4.
4-1 now.
Yeah. Well, 4-2 because of my Warlord kill.
Okay.
If it's in, I will double check now. So you're making your initiative move. And that's not a move, is it? That's just a regroup.
Yes.
Yeah, so I don't get to react to it.
No, because it happens before.
Yeah.
But really, really importantly, it does bring them into denial range.
Yeah. Well, this is it. So It's actually done you
a favour.
Not too bad.
This is something's a bit funny about this because I seem to be incentivized not to charge you.
So it's like,
because charging you risks losing the unit to Overwatch instead of denying.
Yeah, it's made it. I think it's made it more of a tactics game when you do and don't do things over just like attack. Do you know, like being such like meaningful decisions with each unit.
Yeah.
So speaking of meaningful decisions, what is happening with the jet bikes and Contemptor?
Okay, so I like the fact that you've assumed that the assault marines are just going to stay right where they are.
Do you know what? Like you were saying before, it's like a bit of a boring play with them. It's a boring play, but it's a game-winning play.
Yeah.
And we're playing a game.
So the Dreadnought's going to walk over the hill.
Yeah.
Towards that objective.
And be contesting it so I don't score again.
And
are you not going to charge with them? I can see.
Oh no, the Dreadnought's going to charge them. But this is the point where I think I am going to possibly sacrifice the jet bikes. So they'll jump their 16 to here.
What I should have done really here, as you move the Contemptor, is reacted back into the Rhino. But shoulda, coulda, woulda. Not within 12, obviously, of them to react and do it now. What can I do? What I am going to do is make... give me a sec. So I've ended up moving my Rhino up 6 inches. Just to try and get closer to the assault squad, because I need to probably hightail it over there to try and take it out in case this unit that I forgot to react into the Rhino can never score again. So, Craig, carry on with your turn. Carry on.
Right.
Shooting phase.
I'm going to start with the 2 multi-melters. Have you moved it into melter range?
You were already in melter range because
yeah.
So I could have reversed it too, but I need it that way. I need it the other way. I can't spend time going backwards with it.
And so I'll fire the 2 multi-melters into the side of that Rhino.
I'll just have to take it because it's a Rhino. But I need to save my reactions for somewhere else. And you
multi-melter.
So one hit is in melter range, so 2 dice. You've melted me. And what does it do? 5, weapon destroyed. I will choose the combi bolter.
Is the shrapnel cannon a defensive weapon? It is.
They're both defensive.
Yeah. Oh,
I know. You say that I know it's called a cannon, but it's not that great, right? It's got a really scary name, is the thing.
Okay.
So Dawnbreakers?
No, they're not gonna they're not gonna do anything. Nope.
And the Dreadnought?
He's not gonna do anything. No.
Okay.
And then I'm going to go into assault, and the Dreadnought will declare an assault into the tactical squad.
They're going to... You see, I sort of need to hold the line to reduce your attacks. You only have 3 attacks. If I hold the line, I'm going to hold the line and hope that I run away.
Yeah.
That's what I'm going to do. Because a squad that runs away lives to fight another day, Craig.
Have they still got
I've got an apothecary. They hold.
Let's see if I can get in. Jeopardy.
It's one out of the box. Oh no! Oh, so he gets a 3-inch charge and a 1-inch surge, or 1.5.
He's basically surging to there.
But you do deny me those points this turn.
But I don't deny you your tactical squad.
No, which is key. Oh. 1,500 points, best points level. Just going to say it.
Yeah.
Just going to say it.
Let's see how we go on with turn 4 then.
Yeah. So, going into turn 4, Craig's on 2. I don't score this turn. Oh, you're on 4 points, aren't you?
I'm on 4.
You're on 4, I'm on 2 because of Warlord and the first turn score.
Yep.
Or the first time I scored. Cost of War is probably going in my direction. But I need to score objectives and start denying you scoring.
And we have to find out actually what happens to the objectives this turn.
Oh, we do. So, isn't scored, isn't controlled.
Isn't controlled.
Isn't controlled, yeah. Who wins?
Oh no! Okay. So you've got to move one of these 3 somewhere else.
Yeah. It's going to have to be... It's going to have to be one of these 2, obviously. Unless I can just batter that your 3-man Blood Angels squad. I don't think I get the angle on much. I might get 6 inches up and be able to... And maybe I'll be able to wipe them out.
If you push that one onto there and you are successful in killing the Dawnbreakers and the Dreadnought, I've got to get you off of those because those are worth 4 points next turn to you.
Well, I'm thinking even, do I move these to there, retreat back onto it, and get it away from that exploding Dreadnought? And because if your jet bikes are still around and just take out my scoring, it's done anyway.
Yeah.
Oh, so actually that's a good description of what I'm about to do. So, Craig, do you want to just say...
What's a Rube Goldberg machine? This is your strategy is a Rube Goldberg machine. Right?
Right.
If everything is set up exactly possible as you want it, and
the marble will make the toaster pop.
And the golf ball will go down the stairs perfectly into the pan, then you're done.
Yeah, exactly. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to remove this objective and place it here. That will hopefully allow my tactical squad to move on to that objective by running. Although that won't allow me to shoot at those Dawnbreakers, if I move the Rhino, my Predator and Dreadnought will be able to shoot a bit at least at those Dawnbreakers, which leaves it up to the Plasmas to put themselves in the way of the Dreadnought and tactical squad so that you can't charge me without charging through the Plasmas where I'll get an overwatch. And the Rhinos are going to somehow have to deal with the multi-melters.
Yeah.
So that's what we're going to do. So I'm going to start off, and I've got to do this in a specific order as well, and not put myself within 12 inches of that Contemptor. Because if I do it in the wrong order, you'll scupper my plans. Crap. So my Dreadnought, my Dreadnought, I wish I had another Dreadnought. My Rhino is going to move to here and then turn to give my squad a way to jump in if they get followed. My squad is going to continue by running back to this point here. And Craig, you just jump. I'm just going to carry on narrating. You jump in if at any point you want to react.
So I'm going to see if I can react here.
You're definitely within 12.
So I'm going to react towards you into the woods.
Yeah.
He's in the woods, but not. And so is he.
Yeah. My Dreadnought is going to move 6. And you're going to make me kill the Apothecary first, aren't you?
Yeah.
Is natural.
You will kill the Apothecary first.
My Predator is going to continue moving away from the jet bikes and seeing over the shoulder of that Dreadnought, the box dread. My Rhino over here is going to move 7 and stay outside of the 12 of this Contemptor.
He's already. Oh, that's my movement reaction.
Oh, you've moved, haven't you? So I can just do it in any way that I want. So my Rhino moves to there. It's the bottom objective is the one that's important. So my Tactical Marines are going to just like sort of ring around the 3 inches of the objective. And my plasma squad is going to not care about their own lives and put themselves in between the dreadnought and the tactical squad. And it's into shooting. So what I'm going to start off with is the dreadnought into the Dawnbreakers.
Wait a minute. Am I going to react to that or not?
Well, I'll give you a second.
Yeah.
So
I'm going to react with these because if I want to save them, because if I don't save them, then you're going to start scoring that with impunity.
Yeah.
If I don't save the dreadnought, then I've still got some stuff over here. I can perform a conga maneuver again to try and deny something.
Well, you can do the like sort of Hail Marys that I've been trying to do for the last few turns.
Yeah, so
just about stay in the game.
Yeah, so we'll see that. So we're going to react with an evade over here to try and keep the Dawnbreakers alive.
Okay. So, well, at least one can't be seen because it's over through the other side of the woods. Just to point that out.
No, they're all in the woods. I just couldn't put them in.
Right. Okay. So 4 las cannon shots. I've got 3 hits and 3 wounds. So you've got 5s and 5s.
So they're all 5s and 5s. 1.
And you're getting the double 1s out of the way. Oh, only 1 dies.
So we'll leave the sergeant, who I believe is, well, it doesn't matter. The sergeant is alive.
Yes. Next, my Predator will fire in. And I've got an autocannon and 1 las cannon again. Because I've been... So I've got an autocannon and 1 las cannon because the other las cannon is behind the dreadnought.
Yep.
So the las cannon hits, wounds. You've got a 5-up cover save.
Nope. So that's the apothecary.
And then the autocannon hits twice, wounds once, and he gets a 2-up save, or he's doubled out at strength 8. Oh. That's so close.
Pretty clinch. And I needed the evade.
Yeah, that helped. Like, it wasn't one of them, like, cheers evade for not helping at all.
That evade might cost the game for you.
Yeah. Well, we'll see if you wipe that squad because it's what we turn 5.
No, we're turn 4. So
I could get back in. Anyway.
Let's see.
Yeah. So the plasmas, these 4 of them, going to shoot at your dreadnought, and you've got no reactions.
How many of your own will you kill this turn?
Hopefully none of them. Only 1 overheat, not good for you. I'm not going to wipe the squad all on my own turn. And then I've got 3 rends and 1 wound.
So the rends?
Yeah.
5 up. So take 2.
Yeah, and 1 wound.
2 up.
Loves it.
Down to 2.
My own armor save. Oh, I feel no pain. Yes, thank you, Apothecary. See, that's the good Apothecary. The Apothecary has a bolt pistol that hits,
but doesn't
wound. My bolt pistol from a leader doesn't hit. And we're clutching at straws like that now. So
presumably the tacticals.
Yeah, the tacticals are obviously gonna Fury of Olympia into you. They hit on 3s, but get 4 1s, which can be re-rolled because of Hammer of Olympia. They re-roll back onto 2s mostly. And then wounding on 6s, that's 2.
2 ups.
Yeah.
It's fine.
I've got the shrapnel pistol. Oh no, the bolt pistol from the Apothecary. Hits. It's a shrapnel pistol on the plasmas. Wound. Oh, it doesn't wound.
Nope.
No. He went so well over there, and it's not going. I'm going to find the shrapnel cannon from here, and the combi bolter that isn't in rapid fire, but is in range. So they're essentially the same wounding on 6s. The blue one will get a reroll to hit because it's combi. I reroll the 1s though, so I get 3 hits. Now they all just need 6s. 1 wound.
It's fine.
And my other rhino, because all Craig has to do is stand there looking pretty. So I've got the other rhino with exactly the same. It hits 4 times and 6 is nothing. Into the assault phase, there is nada. Nothing.
No, so you okay? I've done
the leadership check for the Dawnbreakers.
They're on 8.
They are. Oh, he gets an 8 and he sticks around. So that is going into Craig's turn 4. So, Craig, your turn 4. You score, don't you?
Yep, so that's 6-2.
Yeah.
And we still got to work out the cost of battle.
And it's looking more likely that he's going to either come down to that in the last plays.
So, just for wobbly model, my Dawnbreaker is here, and he's going to walk 5 inches to the other side of the woods to get within.
Should we replace him with a model on foot?
Yeah, let's do that. This one who has a stick.
There we go. So he's like 2 inches away from my tacticals. There's no point advancing withdrawing there. I'm not going to get you off the objective.
He's not scoring it anyway, so.
No, but that's what I mean. Like but I can't get you off to stop denying me.
Yeah.
So I'll cross the board.
So at this point, what I'm looking to do is score it with the jet bikes, is pop the most expensive vehicle I possibly can to see if I can get more down and reduce the difference in remaining troop costs.
Which is then my Predator.
Which is the Predator.
Okay.
So let's see what the measurements say for that.
Well, so I imagine what you need to do now is think, do you want to get in melter range and potentially pop a reaction? Or do you want to stay out of melter range? It's one way or the other.
It's Alpha Legion.
Oh, to stay 2 inches further away, but you are within 12, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna move.
Suffer like the rest of us.
Yeah. I'm gonna move full 16 to the hill.
To there?
Yep.
I do need a pusher. And that puts you within 12. So I can turn 90 degrees and I'm going to do that and withdraw. So I'm going to turn 90 degrees and withdraw. And hopefully, I don't know why I just moved it back that big quarter of a mil. Hopefully that gets you within front arc mainly. I think you might have one. I think they're in front. But yeah, we'll see.
Okay.
So anything with the Dreadnought?
Not at the moment.
And the Assault Squad stay there being the best unit in the game.
Yeah.
It's weird, but it's the right play.
Yeah.
It's the right play. So into shooting phase.
So slight change of plans to adapt to that reaction.
Yeah.
My 2 jet bikes will turn and shoot at your tactical squad.
Okay. I'm just going to let you have this because you have 2 shots hitting on 3s.
4. So I've got bolt pistols.
Oh, right. Yeah, but I'm not. Come on. So, yeah, you've got 2 shots with the multi-melters that I care about.
Yep.
And your Dreadnought hits on 2s with its 2 shots. So I'll just take the hitting on 3s.
2 hits.
Yep.
Oh, 1 dead.
So I'm going to take this one.
Have some bolt pistols.
Yep. 2 bolt pistols.
2 hits. 2 wounds.
Do you mind me just taking the 3 ups and deciding after? Because the Apothecary's got a 3 up.
Yeah.
With a feel no pain. Oh, he loves it.
Okay.
Yeah. This is where they run away, isn't it? Because that's 25% of the... Oh, he's not! Because I've got 5 men in that squad. So you need to do something else to force a check.
So we'll go on to the assault phase.
Okay.
And you get 2 assault reactions, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'll assault with the 2 jet bikes into the tactical squad.
Okay, so I will overwatch.
Yep.
Obviously. So the tactical squad gets 9 shots plus an apothecary.
Just
so 9 shots. Yeah, go on.
Just so it's clear, because people are probably looking at this right now and saying, why is he not popping the rhinos that he's in the rear arc of? Because the rhinos are worth less points than the tactical squad.
Yeah. Yeah, 100%. And it's a scoring unit, so re-rolling the ones. So I get 7 hits, 4s. Oh, only 2.
3 ups. Fine.
They love it.
And our charge is pretty much a foregone conclusion with +3.
Yeah. Oh, look, they're in. And yeah.
I've got no idea how many attacks a jet bike has, so let's come back.
So, 1 attack each with the jet bikes.
Yeah, and just before anyone asks, there are no more charges. The Dreadnought is staying still because he's contesting the objective. Yeah. No one is shooting him.
And nothing can go wrong with that.
Yeah. And the Dawnbreaker is also contesting an objective. And if he moves, someone might try and shoot him.
Right. Yeah.
So.
Yeah. It feels weird, right? Do you know, like, because that's what that's what you felt all game. But it's the right place to win at the war game.
Yeah, it's war games, right? It's a strange game. The only winning move is not to play. Yes.
Right. How philosophical of you. So your Hammer of Wrath?
Oh, yeah. And the Hammer of Wrath too.
Are they?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Okay, so
Hammer of Wrath 1, yeah.
Hammer of Wrath 1 on those. So base strength is 4. So it's 2 wins.
I've got 2 saves, 3 up, 5 up. Oh, 1's dead. I'm not going to take the Apothecary at this point because he's got more attacks.
Yep. So each of the jet bikes has 1 attack, 2 combat weapons, and they charge. That's 6 attacks.
Okay.
Hit on 4s.
Oh, good for Max. Good for Max. Only 2 hits. Wounding on 3s though, because you're a Blood Angel.
And rerolls as well.
Yeah, with Shred.
So that's 2.
2 3-ups. Oh, they love it. Now my strike's back, so I've got 2 Tactical Marines and an Apothecary who is mental in combat. So 2 Tactical Marines hit once, don't wound, and the Apothecary hits 3 I told you he's mental in combat. 1 wound with Shred, 3 wounds.
3 ups?
Yes.
Oh, they're fine.
No. So you win by 1, so I'm leadership 7.
They're fine.
And I love it. So
and really, really important, not targetable next turn.
Yes. Yeah, true. So that's over to my turn 5 and final turn. So at the end of turn 4, let's roll off to see where objectives go. I get a 2. Oh, 2 roll off. Oh, no. Oh, another 1. A 3.
Oh, try again. Oh, no.
A 3? Stop doing this to me. A 6.
Oh.
Can't match that, surely.
No.
So I'm going to take it away from the small squad that's in combat and give the 4 objective points to this one over here. But in my turn, I don't score it because it's denied.
Yeah.
Okay, so into my turn, my Praetor just breaks off from the plasmas. My rhinos just like move around to see the Dreadnought more. He's on 2 wounds, isn't he? My Predator moves 7 to just be able to see the Dreadnought, but I won't be able to get the circumsponson in again because of the woods. My Dreadnought here, he's not going to be able to get 6 inches round to be able to split his fire either way. So he's just going to stay there to just annihilate that Dawnbreaker.
This is looking very spiteful.
It is. I'm a very spiteful person. I embody the Legion really well. So my tacticals are going to conga to try and get as many guns either way as possible. And just be like near that objective, even though it sort of doesn't matter, because it's the last turn. So in the shooting phase, I'm going to start by shooting the Dreadnought at your Dawnbringer.
Yep.
Just going to let me do it?
Yeah, go on.
It hits 3 times. This is where I only wound once. 3 times. So you got a 5
3
up.
5-ups.
Nope. Thought you were going to save all 3 then. And this is now down to the cost of war objectives for what I'm trying to do.
Yeah.
To equal it up a bit. Next, my plasmas are going to fire into the Dreadnought.
Yep.
So that is 8 shots. And I imagine Craig is waiting for my Predator and just trusting my plasmas to kill themselves.
Wait. Now, you know what? I will fire. I'll overwatch at the plasmas.
Okay. Return fire, come on. Basic. So I only hit twice.
Reroll 1. Oh, no, you don't. It's plasma.
It's only a shrapnel weapon. I only wound once and you get a save against it.
Fine.
See, I told you, Iron Warrior is not a great rule. I complained for a long time. Yeah, but he's plasma. Clearly, they didn't set it to hot. They set it to cold. Yeah, you'll grab his back.
Grab his melter.
His grabby. Or his melter.
Yep.
And 2's to wound, 2 fried.
He's got a melter gun in the fist.
Oh, has he got a melter gun in the face?
Hits. Wounds.
Is that just so he didn't come back from the battle with like full ammo?
No, that's that's because melter's better than plasma.
Yeah. Okay. Fine. In the great ongoing war between red and green. So
you've got that right, and I've got a Havoc launcher.
Go on.
3 total.
3 total. Right. Yeah, I'll take the plasma. So
just the 2?
Yeah, just the 2.
Correct.
I suppose you could get into the squad to get the combat incidentally. Incidentally for combat. Let's just do it. Yeah. Right. So you've hit. You get 2 on the plasma squad and 1 on the tacticals.
1 wound. 3.
Yes. 5, so 3 up. It's fine. Tacticals. And then the tactical, 3 up.
Yep.
He's fine. Okay. Well, that was really unsuccessful.
That's yours.
Fine. Next, I'm going to fire the Predator. Yeah. So the Predator autocannon. Rubbish. Hits twice. Oh, it gets a rend.
Nope. That 1.
And the las cannon hits. Wounds.
Nope.
And it explodes. How far did it explode, Craig?
4.
And gets my Praetor 2 on the plasmas and just a 2 tactical marines.
So the Praetor, wounded.
2 up save. Oh.
2 tacticals.
Yes.
Just the 1.
3 up. It's fine.
And 2 plasmas?
Yeah, 2 plasmas.
Both of them.
2 3-ups. 1 dead, and I'll take the apothecary. Obviously, because the apothecary explodes if the squad goes.
Yeah.
And that is into, with the death of the Dreadnought, the combat phase, which my Praetor charges in and gets a 7. So gets in. Right.
You're going first.
I'm not. I've got a Thunder Spear.
Oh. Okay.
Oh. So we strike simultaneously with the Dudas. I'll just do them fast. 2 Dudas hit once, don't wound. The Apothecary hits 3 times with Shred, wounds twice.
Fine.
See, there we go. I told you I'd do it fast.
And then the 4.
Hits 3 times. Wounds on 4s with shred, because he's not charged this time with shred. It's,
2.
2. I imagine this is into the tactical squad?
Yeah.
So 2. They see that's how not to roll into the bounty tray. 2. Fine. And then my Praetor with Mastercrafted hits 3 times and he squashes you. Right. So that is the end of my turn 5 and into Blood Angel's turn 5. So at the start of Blood Angel's turn 5, Craig doesn't score. He scores at the end of turn 5 in this mission.
That's really just upset me. Because I thought, if I score that, I've got my points. Now I can go off and try and pop some rhinos to the assault squad.
You were singing its praises at the start.
Yeah, I know.
You were actually singing its praises at the start of this mission.
But now I'm going to have to just stand there and wait to score my points. So that's the end of the game. I'll come back with the scores in the outro.
Yeah. So just to give context to this, because we don't actually know at this present time, if that assault squad is worth less than 25% of the whole army get together, I score 6 points and that equalizes the game.
Yeah. And I wrote the list in a rush and I don't remember how many points that is. There is artificer armor and an apothecary in there. So that...
And power weapons.
And power weapons. That might swing. So we'll come back when we counted it up.
Here we are in the outro, the death of it all.
Yeah.
And we know... I'll tell you what, tell everyone what was in that assault unit and let's see if anyone can guess the points.
So we've got 20 assault marines.
Yeah.
Yep. The sergeant's got artificer armor. They've got 2 power axes, 2 power swords, and a power lance on the sergeant.
Yeah.
And then we've got an apothecary with a jump pack and his artificer armor.
And a power weapon.
No, he's not got the power weapon.
Has he not?
No.
Oh, because it's artificer armor. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. So don't kid yourself. Don't just look it up. Try and work it out in your head.
And it's
that come to
1,500 points. So 375 is the 25% mark that makes all the difference.
Yeah. So we'll give you a second to work that out while we do the rundown of the game. Yeah. I thought I had you. In the first turn, when you did that multi-charge, I thought, right, zipped you off. I've already got 1 point for the Warlord kill.
Yeah.
There's going to be a doom spiral here, but this is one of the reasons I really like these small points.
And that's preceding you, headhunting my chaplain with a bolt pistol or a shrapnel bolter.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I think it was... And it's so punchy and you've got really hard decisions to make all game. You can't just put these units in that just blow everyone away. Yeah,
there's just not enough of them.
There's not enough points.
And you've got to sink a huge percentage of your overall points into line to play the game.
Which are rubbish. Yeah. Which are rubbish at killing things, or tend to be. Do you think we've given him enough time to work out if that's 25%?
Yeah, let's put them out of misery.
So I'll count mine. So I got Warlord kill, first turn.
Yep.
Turn 2, I scored 1 victory point. And then I attempted to score all game. But actually, the only points I ended up getting was 6 points for the price of the cost of war.
Cost of war.
So I got 6 points for that because I held on to my units with 1 member left, 3 members left. So Craig actually only killed my Seeker squad and its Rhino, which was 242 points. So I got 8. So
you've still got more than 75% of your army?
Yeah, so I got 8 points.
8 points total.
So how many do you get?
So I didn't get a Warlord.
No.
I did get 8 points for claiming that 2 point objective every turn.
Yeah. Every turn you could. Yeah.
Every turn I could. So that's me up to 8.
Yeah.
And that leaves us on a draw. So it all comes down to the cost failure because I couldn't get your Warlord. And that squad is worth 380 points, which just noses by 5 points over the 25% mark.
Yeah. And
gives me 2 points for the cost of war.
So for 5 points in an army list, you win.
Yeah. For 5 points at the end, I've got some points left where I'll put some artificer armor.
Yeah. That was literally the conversation, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Which is, actually like a brilliant sort of end to the game.
It's good.
Oh my God. That was,
Yeah.
Well, it was. Do you know what?
And it was more fun than just throwing everything into a blender and seeing what came out at the end.
Yeah. Well, I don't think this mission would have been as tense for us if we'd have had more forces. The objectives would have remained much more stationary. And I think it really lent itself to only having a small number of units. If we'd have had more scoring, that would have allowed us to control the objectives more, but then we wouldn't have had the outputs to maybe get rid of the bit harder units. And I think it's a really good balancing act of what do I actually put in the list at 1,500 points.
Yeah, it's a real challenge. And we didn't really tailor the lists towards this game, but I think it turned into a really interesting one.
Yeah, well, so this was mine. We decided to play the Goonhammer pack, didn't we?
Yeah.
We played this mission because we just randomly picked it, basically.
Yeah.
Like, essentially, randomly picked it based on a slight description. And I think it's been really, really good. This is the second Goonhammer mission that I've played.
Yep.
Or seen played, because we've played the objective pushes between Fists and Ravens that came out a few weeks ago. And it's a really good pack. I'd recommend it to anyone. At least these two missions that I've tried now.
Yeah, I think what we've seen from both the Goonhammer missions and the ones I've played in my own club, they produce fun and interesting games, not games that are this game was decided at list creation, but it wasn't immediately obvious that it had been.
It wasn't decided at list creation by like 30 Lars Cannons.
Yeah.
It was decided at list creation based on like the happenstance that you'd selected Artificer armor to edge you over that 25%. I mean, if you can build your list to that degree, that is what comes into it.
There's a double-edged sword there, because that squad was so big that it was over 25%. But on the other side, if you had killed that squad, you've taken 25% of my army.
And then you're immediately losing 2 victory points, I suppose. Yeah. So 1,500 points, best points level.
Yeah, 100%.
Prove me wrong. Come on, prove me wrong. Have a bad game with me at 1,500 points.
Yeah.
And we'll, I think, close it out there before I put my foot in my mouth.
Yeah.
In a bit.
Give them all the YouTube stuff.
Oh, fine. I'll do it just because you said. Right. So if you like this game, if you support us in the 1,500 points level, don't forget to hit like, comment below what you like, what you didn't like, whether you just think it's absolute bullshit and we should be playing 3,000 points. And click the bell icon to be notified of new videos. If you really liked it, there is a Patreon link below where you can get ad-free videos for all those crap adverts that you keep seeing on this channel, as well as access to the Discord and a bounty tray. Yeah, there we go. It's done.
Cool.
It's done. The annoyances for everyone are over, and we'll catch you in a bit.
Bye.